Hi, everybody. Talking today, sharing something with you about the conversation that I had with God. I have them often, and I thought it was befitting to share this with you. Um, I want to talk about vision, and I'll just start by sharing that um, my vision, oftentimes, um, about a particular situation was rooted in fear. I didn't believe that God could really do it. Um, and I'll go even deeper. There was a part of me, or most of my identity, that grew up or believed that I really just had to live this life of trauma or live this life of anxiety, live this life of always being like just I have to do this, let me do that, just not letting the ball drop. And so on my journey, as God began showing me of the things in my life to let go and begin just shifting things within inside of me and shifting my beliefs and my perspective. One of the things that was revealed to me this morning was about conceptualization, concept concepting things, conceptualization. Yeah, that's it. And what I mean by that is I was in such fear for so long, most of my life, and believing that I had to do everything on my own based out of that fear. So it was always, I was running and I rarely stopped. I rarely paused. I was always running from the lion, or that mentality, that fear versus flight, running from the lion, or running from, the fear, running from the tigers, running from the bears. It was that really mentality. And so I was always just afraid. So just imagine like running, out of fear, running to try to get just running because you're just always afraid. And that was just me for a very, very long time. And so on the journey, when I began unlearning and God began showing me the truth of my identity and a lot of the fears that I had and the learned behavior that I grew accustomed to, that was rooted in fear and trauma, survival mode. I am a visionary person by nature. Um, God shows me visions of people. I have oftentimes visions of things that come to pass. And it was a particular vision or something that was in my spirit that God had told me in the very beginning of this journey. And I thought that I had to do everything on my own. I thought that in order for it to manifest, I thought that I had to be the one to do to do it all with that same mentality. Does that make sense? The same mentality of the fear, the same mentality of jumping through hurdles. So it was like I felt as though that I had to always be on the lookout based out of fear, be on the lookout based out of that trauma. So it was like in truth, I recognize looking back now that things have shifted inside of me. I recognize that I was always looking sort of looking back, but still that drive of thinking that it has to be me. I have to make this happen. What God has revealed to me, because if I don't do it, it won't get done. And it was rooted in fear. And so there was a level of, I just had to go in the process of unlearning and healing that. And what God has revealed to me in my spirit is that God was saying, I don't even want you to conceptualize it anymore. I want you to stop trying. Don't even conceptualize it anymore. And I'm like, what? Well, if they said, well, you don't believe, if you can't conceive it, then if you don't believe it, then you won't conceive it, or something like that. You guys know the quotes. You have to think it first before it manifests, and there is some truth to that. There's some truth to that. But my personal experience and my personal encounter, where I never allowed my spirit to rest, I never allowed me to fully rest in what God told me. I never fully allowed that because I thought in my beliefs I thought that I had to do it with the mentality of jumping through the hurdles and the fear-based mentality. And really that really was rooted in the fear that it won't happen. It was rooted in the fear of lack. It was rooted in the fear of that same mentality. If I don't do it, then nobody else will do it. But it was just rooted in so much fear and anxiety, so much of the old me of losing out on sleep. And so God just revealed to me, don't even conceptualize it. Because based out of the root of that conceptualization that you have had, based out of the root of where that came from, emphasis on the root of it, based out of the root of it, you think that it has to be you. And not only you, but that part of you, that old you. Nah, that needs to rest. That isn't who you are. I'm going to show you beyond what you can even conceptualize. That's how much trust I have in my journey at this point where I am in God, the God of the universe. That's how much trust I have, and that's where I am. And so if you are trying to make whatever God has told you or make something happen, whatever vision God has placed in front of you, or whatever God spoke to you, if you're trying to make it happen, and it's check where it's rooted from. Check the root of it. Is it rooted in you, your own strength, which is the root of the fear or the root of the trauma? The root of believing could it be rooted in your childhood beliefs of believing that, you would never really had what you really kind of wanted growing up? That was me. Rooted in that mentality, rooted maybe of being disappointed, maybe just of like kind of being let down, so you just kind of just, oh, whatever, right? You don't really believe it, that it can happen for you. And so I'm just a messenger. I believe that not only did God want me to let go of that part of me and just to be still and know, to be still and know. And whatever God is telling you to do, listen to it, heed to it, and do it. Okay? Hope this helps you. If you guys want to hear more videos or if you would like one-on-one coaching I help people heal the matters of their hearts, which really has traumatic effects on healing their marriage, healing their relationships, healing you, because that's where everything starts with you. The reason why I've been called to this, well, one, God was showing me the very thing that I help others with is the very thing that God has shown me in my life. But everything had to start with me. So everything starts with you. So I'll leave my website at the bottom of the description. But that's all, y'all. Hope you like this message. If you would like to hear more, let me know. Bye.